Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now this defense for the Commanders, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's Cook again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's able to get into Coleman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? Hey, home.
Here's Davis running right. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
I think we put together a job description for a middle linebacker. We would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
We love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now 2nd and 9.
Brown 80.
To throw, it's Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Allen going to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will jump on top for the game's first score here this afternoon. And extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders, nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, brought down by Ed Oliver.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Let's go. Report 70. Hawk 70.
Daniels looking to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check smash. Go, League, go. Ready.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Here's Allen to throw it. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we, Tom? Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Commanders, nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Ryan Wright in punt formation.
14-0 the score. This is the Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
319!
Now Allen. Dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and
3. What is that?
And he fires one, but incomplete. Is that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter. because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Cut 19.
The drive begins with a carry by Krosky-Merritt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run once more with JCM. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Up the middle, Krosky-Merritt. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
But they really need to get something going. They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. Providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 2nd and 8. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Here's 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
And they go play action. Daniels. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll try right side with Perkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
To the air, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now Allen. That is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
And it's 3rd down.
once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
To kick off for Buffalo.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now it's 2nd and 10. A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 67 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Now this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Up the middle to Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Half. Go.
Allen. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready? Half 85, half 85. Look out.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bills 24. Commanders 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Unlock line, 70, hand the street.
Give to Krosky narrow. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. To the air goes Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Michael Pittman, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point safely through. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll get this up to about the 40. yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Out of the pistol, Perkins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down carry for Davis. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Getting the ball is Cook, right left. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's Perkins on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner,
Noah Fant, 73 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
They run again on first down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Inside give to Davis. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And now they'll throw with Allen. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, Daniels. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Back to throw, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
second
Hey,
and
let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they've got to feel good about this performance.